Okay people, this is himself. Welcome back to another Tekken 7 Marduk guide. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Marduk's Babel Smasher. This is a nice tool and it can lead to 135 damage. So Babel Smasher is quarter circle forward 2. It's a low that comes out in 26 frames and it does 20 damage. Now because it's so slow, it is reactable, but it does have some other things going for it. First off, it's only minus 12 on block, so the majority of the cast only get a while standing 4. Secondly, it's plus 5 on hit, which is actually pretty good. Now with those frames, you do have some options. The best one is probably D3. This tracks all movements and it's also only minus 12 on block. The downside though is that it's 16 frames, so players can block it, low parry it, or interrupt it with jabs. The safest solution is 1 down 2. This also hits all side steps and is safe on block. Now you could argue that they can duck the jab, but the mid is fast enough to prevent punishers. A riskier option is back 4. This is 14 frames, so it can't be interrupted. It's also safe and it hits side step left, but side step right will evade it. To cover that, you could use DF1. This tracks that side and it launches duckers. The only problem is that it's minus 13 on block, so you do need to be careful. An alternative is another Babel Smasher. This also tracks to side step right and it creates a mind game. What impatient players will do is they will look to interrupt you. So the hard counter to that is DB2. This is weak to side step right, but if they do anything slower than 11 frames, they get launched. And it's also safe on block. What that leads them to do is jab, but the answer to that is the shove. This is 15 frames, so you do get a clash, but the good thing is that it puts you at plus 21, so that means battering ram is guaranteed. One last option is FF4. This is 19 frames, so it can be beaten, but it's a safe tracking mid and it can wall splat. Now that's all on normal hit, but on count hit, this move becomes even stronger. What happens is it transitions into a throw, and that means you do 59 damage. On top of that, you also get OK. The best follow up is D3. This is both side rolls, people staying down and into its wake up kicks. Sadly it loses to recovery kick and it can be beaten by standards and back rollers. To cover that, we have F4. This is a safe mid and it hits front rolls and people staying down. It also counter hits wake up kicks and the recovery kick, and in that case a stomp is guaranteed. A third option is DF1. This can be blocked by standards and back rollers, but it launches duckers. It also beats at wake up kicks and clips side roll right, but recovery kick will beat it. What all that does is tempt people to stay down, but to counter that we have ground throws. If it's a side roll, then it's the lift or body slam, but if they stay down, then it's the mount. Now having this counter hit feature is all good, but what you need are ways to set it up in the first place. Now with it being 26 frames, you're not going to get it as a frame trap, but what you can do is use its high crush. Now I haven't got the frame data for this, but for my testing it seems to crush from the 7th frame. That means it's best used with moves that are about minus 3 on block. Now the prime candidate for this is up forward 3. This is only minus 2, and because it's a jumping move, mid-level players will assume that it's punishable, and they will try and punish it with a 10 frame or 12 frame. Now most of those moves are highs, so as long as you input Babel Smasher quick enough, you should go under them and land that counter hit. Another option is side step 2. This is also minus 3 on block and creates a similar situation. It also opens up some mind games, because if you transition into stance, then it becomes plus 2. So while standing 1 then becomes uninterruptible. It also means that power straight will crush jabs, and that can lead to a wall bounce. Now that's all on a normal stage, but on a floor break stage this move is even stronger, because here on count hit it becomes a launcher. Now the stable combo does 95 damage, but in the right situation you can take that to 135. Now if you enjoyed this video, do give it a like. It really helps out this channel and it motivates me to do more for this character. If you're looking for more Marduk guides, then check out the links in the description. I've got videos covering his shove, his ground throws and his wall combos. As always, there is more Marduk stuff coming, so make sure you subscribe if you want to see that. In the meantime, have fun, play well, and I'll see you guys in the future.